guys, it's June 25th, 2021. This one I got a call from a guy who's got a couple of AC units. And one of them on the second floor is not cooling. He says he thinks it needs juice. So it's probably a leaker. He said he's got a indirect water heater that needs changing also. So I've worked for this guy before in the past. He's like a contractor type of guy, so I'll go over there and see what's going on. Maybe get his AC going, and depends on how low it is. If it's really low, I won't put juice in it. Depends. If I start it up and it's down around, you know, 20 pounds or something like that, or less than 20 pounds on R22, I won't put gas in it. It's too low. But we'll see. If it's out completely, you just can't dump gas in it. I mean, if it's low a little bit, you could add a little bit and tell them it needs a new system. You gotta play it by ear. You don't want to put gas in it and then he calls you back in a month and it's out again. I mean, that's not going to work so well for the guy. He'll be pissed at you. I think it's a second floor unit, so it's probably up in the attic. Precedent start on it. Precedent start. Must be a bad cap or something.
Well, good or not, I guess.
I don't know if it's good or not. I mean, you like being busy?
Yes and no. I like it. I like being busy, but I don't like. You know, it probably happens to you too. Like the bullshit, and you know, it's just like, oh, we need you here now. We need you here now. I'm all like, oh, if we can get there, hey, we'll get there for you. Like if you would have said, hey, man, I can't make it there. I understand. What can you do? You're busy. But oh my God, the pressure I get, especially from a couple of banks. And even the diocese sometimes, they have to, it's like, oh no, we need this done. I'm like, can you please tell me why? Like, painting to me is not life and death. It's just not. You know, if you're going to have a big party in your home, I get it. Or whatever it may be.
Yeah, some people are demanding, huh?
Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm sure you do it too. You try to do your best, but then you're like, wait a minute, no, it's Friday afternoon, I'm done. I'm done. I had a guy last week from South Coast Hospital Group. They called me on a Friday afternoon and said, oh, we got this great job for you. I'm like, okay, what do you got? This suite, we need this room painted, this, and this. And I said, all right. He says, oh, how's the problem? I said, what is it? He says, we need this everything. I'm like, what he told the guy, oh.
Yeah, capacity, it's all puffed. You want to see it?
I probably wouldn't know what it means.
Well, see how it's all puffy?
Yep.
It's no good.
It's toast.
Yeah, it's all puffed out. Yeah, no good. So we change it, that's all. What do we got there? 40-5. I got them in the chalk. I should.
Last time I ever seen you, but you might remember the woman that lived here with me. She died.
No, really?
Melly died, yeah.
Wasn't that your wife?
Fiance. Yeah, we had never gotten married. She had in her mind, she's like, I'm never getting married. Because the original, my stepdaughter who lives here, Paul Morgan, my daughter, actually.
She died?
She died. She died in April.
Well, she was young. I mean, she wasn't that.
She died at 51. I'm 55 now.
Holy shit,
I wasn't
guy.
even 52, I don't think, at the time. Or I was just turned.
How the hell did she die?
To not bore you with details, pulmonary effusion. She bled out in her lungs. I came home on a Saturday after a workout, and I came into the bedroom, the living room, and she's on the couch, and her chest isn't moving. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, she looks dead. She's like brown, like a weird color. She's laying on the couch. She's a couple of feet in that room. And I'm like, Nelly, hey. She's like, what? And I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you look dead. She's like, no, I'm all right. I'm just tired. I'm like, Nelly, you got to go to the hospital. Long story short, her sister came, talked to her into going to the hospital. 5 days later, she was dead.
Really?
Yeah. And what's fucked up is she's in the hospital. She's in Charlton. She works for South Coast, or did.
You figured that she would know what the hell's going on, huh?
Especially her. She's a medical coding validator. She reads every single case that there was in Charlton and validates it, whether it's a good or bad thing, and changes the codes. she should have known. And she had pain in the back of her, going across her back. So I'm telling you this for reasons, if it ever happens to you. She had pains going across her back, her upper back. And she was coughing. She was bleeding already. That's what it ended up being. She was
wow, ain't that scary, huh?
Yeah. And here I am like, Nell, if you're not ready by Friday, maybe we should bring you to Boston. Maybe they can figure out, why you're getting these pains in your back. All along, they could have known.
Wow, so she's bleeding out. Ain't that a flipping waste?
So on Friday, I go to visit her at 11:30 that week that she died. I go to visit her. I go to her room. The bed's not there. I'm like, and trust me, that is one of the most fucked up things you'll ever see. You walk into a room expecting someone to be laying there, and the bed's gone. And we do hospital work. I'm like, oh fuck, she must be in the OR or the ICU.
Wow.
Oh no, CCU. She's hooked up to freaking tubes, and blood is gushing out of the tube, out of her mouth. It's on the floor. It's on her chest. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I mean, you could tell she was already going. And by 7 o'clock, 7:30 that night, she was dead. I've never seen such a painful death, like the heaving of the chest. And
Well, that's kind of real scary, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You know what it made me do? Get in a little better shape as an older guy is what it made me do. I'm like, holy fuck, if this happens to me, I got no, Morgan's here, but she's not, I dismissed her by 5 minutes. The kid just, out here at 21, 22 years old, they just leave you. Well, I promised the kid, I said, I'll keep the house as long as I can.
Oh, so that's her kid?
Yeah, it's her kid.
And you're taking care of it. Good, yeah. Good for you. All right, so this...
I've had her since I was 3,
This yellow's the unbelievable, huh?
Yeah, life is fun,
You just don't know, guy.
No,
I mean, she looked fine. I mean, she wasn't a good-looking woman and everything.
She was. What? You don't know what's going on inside. You just don't know.
Bled out.
Bled out. Yeah, now that was the worst thing. And it's messed up. I know the nurse or the nurse practitioner who took care of her that day. We became friends after the death, and she was telling me, she's like, she says, we did everything in our power to try to save her. The doctor, they went down with the scope. They couldn't stop the bleeding. Like, they tried. They tried.
Yeah, because she was so young.
And just so far gone.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
I mean, that's just like a freak thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I just went to a wake. The guy was 93. He died. And I kind of felt bad for my work for him and stuff. And but, he lived a good life, that guy. Right. 93. Yeah. No, yeah. 40-5, so it's all puffed. No good. Yeah, so let's see if it should work now. I guess you never know, huh?
No, you just don't know. You just don't know. And not to bore you with another one, but right before that,
it should start now. That's definitely the problem. What the fuck? Because when I came here, I could hear it wouldn't start, so that was definitely a problem. Back in, right? Oh well, give it a minute. Put the cover back on.
Before Nellie died in April, her sister, who always used to be in Margaret, you would have read this in the paper or saw it on the news. She was a girl that got hit Route 6 in Westport, right near White's. She was running at night.
Oh, got hit by a car. That was her.
Her sister, Margaret.
Wow.
Margaret used to always be here. Yeah. And that's when Nellie, in my mind, Nellie, every day she said, I just want to die and be with my sister. And it only took her 5 months. So it was a tough time in my life, I'll tell you.
You better not tell the girls about that. They're not going to want to be around you.
That's pretty much true. At the beginning, trust me, at the beginning when I was telling people, yeah, I was, but too, I wasn't ready. No.
Shit, when something like that happens, I mean, that freaks you out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The other one was cooling, the first floor?
Yeah, the other one was cool, the first floor. It's not really cold, but it's not bad. It's not like it's not like it used to be.
I think that's the one that needed the charge. Because that one I felt, and it didn't seem like it was cooling right. Well, we'll check them both, okay? Because when I came here, I felt the pipe, it didn't seem like it was really cold. Feel this heat coming out of here. You know that one's working.
All right.
We'll give it a minute and we'll see if it gets nice and cold sweating here. 3.5 ton. That's a noisy bugger. Makes you want to get in shape, huh? When you get like...
Yeah, it changes everything. Trust me, the whole mindset changes.
Yeah.
Man, she would see it, but tonight I said, coming back. She's like, no, I think I'm going to see my boyfriend. And I see it still, but that much under the week.
I'll turn this one on. I think this one here is low on gas. Well, maybe not. Turn them both on. That one I needed a cap for sure. I can tell if they're running right. Charge is fine on them.
So I think I got it on right now, so yes, it's leaking. But what I've been doing is
where is it? The leaking from the tank itself?
Somewhere inside, I don't know where.
So it's a three-quarter supply and return. You got a little tank there.
Yeah, I had just replaced that last fall. You actually kind of helped me out by telling me how to shut everything off here.
Okay.
I had texted you, so.
And 3/4 water. Where's the tank? Now, do you have glycol in the system here? I believe you do, right? Antifreeze or no?
I have no idea. No idea.
Boy, it's been a while since it's been serviced too.
I would say
replace circulator and domestic water tank.
I think before she died last time.
New expansion tank relief valve purge. So that was 17. So it's been 4 years. Wow. Alright.
Yeah, I kind of lost it in the last couple of years. I'm getting my head back together, but it hasn't been there. It's fine. This is year. It's finally got together.
Oh, what's good about this? We got isolation valves right here on each zone.
Well, that's what I've been doing to use it. I shut when I'm done using it, except for today because I knew you'd come. I used to shut that off right there, and I shut these 3 off.
Well, you don't just shut these 2.
Okay. Leave the other 2 on. All right.
If it's domestic water, it's not boiler water. The tank's probably leaking underneath the coil. These are the worst tanks ever. You don't know where it's leaking from, huh?
I have no idea. I tried climbing in one time, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
See if it goes in that bucket and this dries up. Because I don't see it leaking.
Well, I haven't seen any. Well, I can look, but
I don't want to change it on you if I don't need it, right?
Right, okay.
Unless something else is leaking. I mean, is it possible you're getting water out of the ground here or something?
No, because right now, if I suck this all up right now,
yeah.
It'll start. Before it was pouring, you can see it was mostly pouring out the front. Now it kind of comes out the back.
Because I looked under there, I don't see it dripping. I bet you it's coming out that relief valve. Now, what did you? What you put that tank in there?
It was me. All I did is unscrew the other one, which is right over there, and put that one on. That was all. And that was months, many months ago. It was pouring water out onto the wall. It was just, it rot. Well, I can show you. It rotted to shit. This is what it did. What's that?
Oh wow! Look at that, huh?
Yeah, that was up there.
Wow, yeah, she rotted, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
so it was pouring out, I think 3. So, it's...
Yeah, I don't see any water leaking from any of this stuff. And I'm not the type of guy to sell you something just for the sake of selling it to you.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta sleep at night, right? You laugh.
No, you know why? Because sometimes I just told a customer the other day.
Look at this, it's all black pipe. They got the cold water. Unless that's brass. I think it might be coming out that relief valve. And that's an easy fix. Why don't you leave the bucket there?
All right.
And see if the water goes in the bucket.
Okay.
And if it does, we'll just change this relief valve. You gotta put an 8-inch one in here. 8-inch down into the tank. And it's gotta be a T&P. I mean, it's not hard to do that. It's got to be the same kind, but it's got to be a T&P valve. I mean, I got them in the truck, but let me know if any water in a bucket. If not, we'll change the tank.
Okay.
Because I don't see anything else leaking. And you're saying You figured if it was leaking, it'd be leaking all the time, right?
You want me to quickly vac it up? It does. Yeah, it is. That's why I left it on so you could see it. This has been 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see anything leaking under there. That's what got me. That's what got me flabbergasted here. You know?
Right. Yeah, they don't make it easy to see either, do they?
Well, if it was leaking, it'd be all rusty. It'd be leaking down this edge, right?
Yeah.
And I don't see it. I don't see nothing dripping from the tank. So that's why I think it's that relief valve. Unless it's coming out from around this outside, which I don't see any water here. I bet you it's going to leak out that relief valve. What do you go for a well here? Maybe,
How do we go? Just a regular 200 feet.
Do you find the water's really, really hot coming out of this thing? Like super, super hot?
Recently it's been, yeah, really, really hot.
Really, really hot?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's too hot and it's blowing the TP. I mean, what do you mean by hot?
No, just, I mean, not scalding, but like, Jesus Christ, you really got to put some cold into it.
Yeah, but it could be that this controller's going and it's getting to 220 and blowing the relief valve, because that thing's a temperature and pressure T&P, right? Except for 210. So it's almost like boiling water's at 212. So if it gets that hot, it's gonna relieve itself. Let's go upstairs. I mean, is it like steaming when it comes out of there?
Well, it takes a minute for it to get there. But
yeah.
It's pretty damn hot, yeah.
Pretty damn hot.
I mean, like I said, I don't know if anybody ever takes incredibly hot showers anyway.
It says on. Well, it's set at 120.
I'd say the last couple of weeks I've been jumping in the shower and I'm like, Jesus Christ, is a mixing valve going in my shower now or something? What the hell is this?
Because this thing is a pressure and temperature relief valve. If it gets too hot, it's going to open and relieve the pressure because it's too hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I swear to God, I mean, I've seen water on the side here, but not like even now. Nothing's coming out.
Well, give it a minute. Give it a little time. Okay. Come down here later and see if there's water in the bucket, and then, because I don't want to just. You're talking some money here to change this thing.
Oh, yeah. Well.